My name is Fariha Kabir, and I'm working as a business consultant for LightCastle Partners within the investment wing of the ecosystem and investments team. My journey with LightCastle actually started last year during COVID, when I had moved back home from the Netherlands, where I was pursuing a bachelor's degree in economics. While I moved back home, due to the time zone difference between my classes, I used to have a lot of spare time to myself. And at that point in time, I knew that I had a knack and also a spark for consultancy, and I was looking for a place where I could really pursue it and test the waters a little bit. When I was in the Netherlands, I was working with a student-run consultancy, and simultaneously I was also doing a lot of international case competitions. So I knew that I had that drive or that enthusiasm to really test the waters in the consulting sector. Upon moving back to Dhaka, a friend of mine actually recommended LightCastle to me, and I'd also come across LightCastle when I was writing my bachelor thesis. I realized that a lot of the top-of-the-line research that I was looking for, a lot of the statistics that I was looking for from the economy was actually present within the research that this particular organization was presenting. What do I think are the top 3 reasons why someone should choose or might want to work at LightCastle Partners? Number 1, I think it's quite easy to find a workplace that is highly accredited or to find an institution and organization that has a good reputation. But what is really difficult is to find a workplace that also gives you a good culture with a management team that is really focused on empowering you and bringing out the best in yourself. The second reason I would say is the team. The kind of teammates that you get here at LightCastle, it's unparalleled. I think majority of the progress and self-improvement that I've seen in myself has come as a result of me being inspired by my teammates. So I think that is definitely a second aspect you'll find at LightCastle, which I think is very difficult to find elsewhere. And I think the last, probably the most interesting part of also the kind of work that we do here at LightCastle is the exposure that you get to different sectors in the country. So over my tenure at LightCastle, not only have I worked with several innovative concepts like blended finance, impact investing, but I've also had the privilege of working in a multitude of sectors, starting from climate action to electric vehicle, to agricultural and agro-processing, to healthcare, and then also involving some work in the entrepreneurship ecosystem in our country as well. I would say my work spans quite a lot of verticals. So it would include, for instance, market assessment studies, innovative policy design projects. I also work with research in critical sectors such as climate. Simultaneously, I also support with investment advisory and financial due diligence for one of the leading venture capitals in the country. To give you an example of some of the work that we've been doing, especially within our team, for instance, we help deliver capacity building training to some of the leading accelerators and incubators in the country via the BMGF program, where we actually deliver investment readiness training to ecosystem builders. Simultaneously, for instance, we helped author and also develop the Bangladesh Impact Investment Strategy and Action Plan. And that's the first of its kind national document for impact investing in the country, which was developed in collaboration with the Embassy of Switzerland in Bangladesh and also the National Advisory Board. To give you a little bit of insight into some of the work that we do around blended finance, we worked with social finance in partnership to actually develop innovative blended finance models that can be used to propel maternal and child health outcomes within the healthcare sector in Bangladesh. Another project, for instance, where we really leveraged heavy collaboration with intergovernmental agencies, for instance, in collaboration with UNDESA and A2I, we're working on a project to mobilize government agencies and regulatory bodies to develop regulatory sandboxes to trust the SME sector in Bangladesh, which comprises of over 8 million SMEs. I think within our line of work and within the kind of work that I do also for the team, there's a lot of collaboration with a wide variety of stakeholders in the ecosystem. So starting from some top-of-the-line private sector stakeholders who are working in critical sectors to a lot of public sector stakeholders and regulatory authorities. And our work also overlaps heavily with a lot of development partners as well, including the UN bodies, including, for instance, the Embassy of Switzerland in Bangladesh as well. So I think individuals who are self-motivated, who are impact-driven, and most importantly, who are enthusiastic to gain experience in a wide variety of critical sectors in Bangladesh, I think those are the ones who should be targeting LightCastle. Simultaneously, I would say individuals who really want to grow within a short period of time and also learn how to not only express themselves fluently, professionally and personally, but also learn how to work collaboratively within a team. I think those are the kind of individuals that would be a perfect fit for the culture at LightCastle.